Each conversation that takes place in an organisation poses both an opportunity and also a risk. And smart organisations are capturing and leveraging those voice interactions to drive performance, to drive compliance, improve CX and EX. Voice analytics is not new. However, traditionally it's been complex and expensive, with only enterprise level organisations making the investment. We've changed that, allowing every organisation the ability to easily and affordably access and leverage the valuable voice data. Shaping customer and employee journeys with advanced AI and rich voice data is fast becoming the go-to solution for leading organisations. In the public sector, for example, being able to understand in greater detail reasons and triggers for citizen contact at a more precise and granular level, and understanding the data in a quantitative and qualitative way is crucial. Take the global health crisis, for example. There's been an unfortunate rise in domestic violence. With voice data analytics, organisations can now pinpoint these interactions where domestic violence or domestic abuse, for example, is mentioned, or where there's a significant acoustic shift in the call or conversations, and that could be a sign of stress or duress. But with our tool, we do both sentiment and acoustic analytics. So we're listening via AI to what the person said, so what words are they using, is it positive, negative words, profanity, for example, right the way down to an utterance level. But we're also listening to the acoustic, so the pitch and the tone. So I might have a great conversation and a really good experience with my supplier, and I'm talking quite positively. But if I'm not happy, my voice changes, my tone changes. So we are able to analyse both those key areas of conversation and be very granular as to what's occurring on that call. And for our public sector customers, that's super crucial to get to the bottom of what's driving their experiences. So for example, in some of our public sector customers, it's key to try and manage the volume of interactions that now they're having with their customers via their voice channels. We know that COVID-19, for example, has seen a significant increase in calls and call volumes, and many of our government customers are trying to manage that volume and work out ways to reduce it, manage it, triage it, prioritise it. And the best way that our public sector customers are able to do that is using voice data, conversation analytics to understand key drivers, why they're calling, what are the issues, look to remediate them, and then look to find ways to improve that customer experience, lessen call volume, find ways where potential bot strategies may be more important to be used. But voice data is absolutely crucial in our public sector customer base at the moment. In the education sector, we're finding universities using conversation data to get a greater level of sense around student engagement, for example. These universities and learning institutions are now able to access and assess areas like new learning pathways based on student feedback, and understand what drives the student journey as they engage in their student learning experience. In our vitally important healthcare area of our public and private sectors, patient expectations, they're ever increasing. At any point in their journey and at every interaction where they engage and receive a patient experience, they expect to discover more personalised care. We know in the healthcare sector, for example, there's a huge focus on mental health conditions, substance abuse disorders. With the rise of telehealth, we expect that big box stores and atypical organisations will dive headfirst into the healthcare industry. Physician groups will probably gain the upper hand over hospital systems. We'll see a significant drive in the ethics trust-based relationship with patients, such as telehealth. And therefore, conversation data from patients plays a huge part in this sector, needing transformative solutions that solve critical problems. Other challenges we're seeing in the healthcare sector is tracking key contact themes, tracking contact hours, predicting patient outcomes, for example, mental health, and then combining data from telehealth insights and coding them to make them more patient intrinsic and greater levels of patient insights. So we're super excited to work with Microsoft's public sector customers with their new government cloud compliance solution for customer insights. With Microsoft's Customer Insights Cloud offer, public sector organisations now have a game-changing ability to add crucial citizen and constituent data to their insights and analytics mix. From being able to analyse why people are calling federal and state government entities, and that's context and intent, to be able to understand student insights and engagement in the education sector, and to gaining, in some cases, life-changing and life-saving patient insights in the healthcare sector. Our partnership with Microsoft via the government cloud environment now brings game-changing voice data into the mix, and simply and easily for Microsoft public sector customers.